for inviting me over again, Patricia. I love checking out your room and all the cool superhero stuff.
No problem. I feel like having cool things is more fun when you have someone to share it with. But careful with that one, that's limited edition.
Well, you know that Bible comic you were telling me about last week? That was awesome.
You mean this one, about the Book of Acts?
Yeah, I remember you were telling me about how it's part 2 of the story of Jesus, and how after he came back to life, he gave his followers a mission and promised them Holy Spirit power. And that was like straight out of the movies.
Totally. It's like a superhero adventure movie. And that was just the beginning.
Really? What happens next?
Well, the story goes that after Jesus rose from the grave, he spent some time with his friends. But sadly, that time couldn't last forever. Jesus had to leave eventually. So he got together with his friends one last time, reminded them of their mission, and told them to wait for the Holy Spirit. And then he rose up into the air.
Wait, hold up. He just floats up?
Yup, just like a superhero takeoff. It says here that he was taken up before their very eyes, and a cloud hid him from their sight.
No way. Now that is wild.
And it's kind of funny too. Just imagine, Jesus' friends were all standing there in shock, staring up at the clouds, and then suddenly 2 angels appeared and said, "Why are you staring at the sky? Jesus will come back the same way you saw him go."
Whoa. So it's like he left, but with a promise to return. That's next level superhero stuff.
Yep, but the best part is that even though Jesus left, he didn't really leave. Just like he promised, he sent the Holy Spirit so that through the Spirit, he could still be with them always.
So even though they couldn't see him, he was still helping them? Like an invisible psychic.
Yep, or even better, like a power living inside of them, guiding them, helping them to be brave, and reminding them of everything Jesus taught.
That's pretty awesome. And it's nice for the disciples to know that they would never be alone. Even though Jesus left, he was still with them. Gone, but not gone.
And you know what they did after that?
Let me guess. They stared at the sky and waited?
Nope. They went back to the city and started praying and preparing for what would come next.
Whew, the suspense. I can't wait to hear the next part of the story.
Trust me, it's gonna be good. But for now, I think I'm gonna superhero blast off to my Sunday afternoon power nap.
What, so you're leaving me to hang out by myself?
Not really. I'll be back. Careful with that. That's limited edition.